What's good, everybody? It's your boy Kama. Be back with another video, man. Man, after watching a bunch of people record predictions and things of that nature today, like I don't know what some people see, man. It's I don't know. I think it's just some people's job, and even certain Cowboys fans, that they just want to be negative. Like, I think people, when they make their predictions, like the way people talk, you would thought that we was the Jaguars or the Jets or something like that. I don't get it. Like, and I don't really go off popular opinion, right? One thing that I tell you that we can say that we got going for us in favor of us, this schedule this year, outside of 2 games, right? Outside of the Tampa Bay game and the Kansas City game, we can honestly say, arguably say, if you feel like somebody's better, you feel like well, it's your opinion. Outside of playing Tom Brady and Pat Mahomes, we could arguably say the other 14 games or 15 games that we got left, we arguably have the best quarterback hitting into edge game. Every game outside of that. Every other quarterback, we could argue. Like, we could argue. If you want to argue Derek Carr, you want to argue Fitzpatrick, Daniel Jones, or you want to argue, do we play the Falcons, Matt Ryan, and like certain stuff is just, certain stuff is like, we haven't had that advantage in a while. And then I look at it, and then I also look at it as realistically, like, we have an offense that, when healthy, we can bang with anyone. We can score with anyone. It's like you have to look at it as, like, when we come in, yes, our defense struggled last year. Yes, we know our defense was bad. Yes, we addressed that. It might not be the way people think, but don't fool yourself to thinking that other teams not looking at the schedule like, we got Dallas, man. We don't know how we're going to stop them. We got to do our best. Hopefully our defense can hold up against them. Because that's the reality of the situation. People now look at us the same way when Kansas City roll in and they got the high-power offense and you just try to keep the game close. That's the type of power that we have now. And you have to give credit to what's credit due. You got to give credit when it's due. And we have, I feel like our personnel matches up with anyone's in the league. We could fly with anyone in the league. If we play efficient football, run the ball, make sure we feature Zeke, like if we cut down on the turnovers, because at one point we was leading the league in turnovers, like, I don't see many teams stopping us. Like, it's the NFL. Every team gonna have a down week. Be like, oh, they out of sync and all that, because it's the NFL. But we have to not just by me saying that. Am I saying we going 17-0 or we gonna be number 1 seed? No, I'm not saying that. I know it's gonna be struggles along the way, but I'm comfortable with every matchup on that. I'm comfortable with every matchup on our schedule. I'm very comfortable with it. Very comfortable. Especially with my offense. I put them on the league. I put them on the field against anyone. Any defense that you put in front of me, I'm comfortable with my offense versus them. I'm not saying that they won't have stops and won't be a dogfight, but I'm comfortable. But that's the type of unit we got. Now, the plan is we can play efficient football, not turn the ball over, run the ball more than what we're supposed to, run the ball more. Because a lot of people don't understand, yes, Zeke had a bad season last year. But also, a lot of things go into football, right? Like, if your offensive line is hurt, or if we turn the ball over and now we fall down 21-3 or something like that, how many touches can he possibly get? So, like, if you went to closer games and you cut down the turnovers, if you just by cutting down the turnovers, which including his turnovers, because I'm not letting them off the hook, just by cutting down the turnovers, that 9 and some change probably goes up to 11 and some change. Just by simple math. How many drives was ended on stupid, careless turnovers? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just look at it as simple math, man. If we can come out there, because we have players on the defense. Don't let anybody fool you or say we don't have athletes on the defense. We have athletes on the defense. We have young athletes on the defense that might require time to get to mid-season form. Look at the Bucks last year. The Bucks defense didn't start off wilding and shutting people down. They secondary was suspect for a big part of the season. But what happened was, as their offense got going, and they was able to keep the pressure on teams, it granted to the young defense and the young secondary time to grow as the season went on. So it's not just about, like, I feel like that's all we got to do. I think Trayvon Diggs should be good to go. Devin Wilson should be good to go. A lot of Randy Gregory and D-Law should be good to go. I like Gallimore. I like a Picks. I like Urban as a run stopper. I like Basham, who we added. Like, I like Keenan Neal. He's a guy that comes in and knows what he's doing off the rip. Like, we have players. Like, yes, everybody wants to kick Jalen Smith or LB off the bridge because we got Micah Parsons and all that. That's understandable. But adding them big bodies in front to keep them clean, we seen what they're capable of. So it's not like they trash and they incapable of playing the game. You're not going to act like that. As the defense declined, they declined with the defense because we couldn't stop nobody in the middle. We couldn't do that. Like, those two aren't the sole reason why we had the 31st ranked run defense. They're not. That's the reality of it. Whether people want to believe it or not, I don't care how much you hate Jalen Smith, how much you hate Elvia. They were not the sole reason that the defense was terrible. It wasn't. Everybody was bad. You're not going to tell me two linebackers was the reason why we led the league in blown coverage, touchdowns, and deep pat. That's not the reality. Football is an 11-man sport on each side of the ball. You all have to work collectively together. Everybody execute their assignments to make the unit good. I mean, so if I had to give a prediction, I feel like a healthy Cowboys team with this schedule could rip off at least 12 wins. You could call me a homer. You could call me what you want to call me. But that's just how I feel about my team. And I don't blame anybody else for feeling that way about their team. Because as of right now, it's like, I feel like we can rock with a lot of people. Like, we got Las Vegas on the menu. You think we can't beat Las Vegas? You know, if we play our game, we beat Minnesota last year without Dak. You think we can't beat Minnesota? We think we can't beat Atlanta? We beat Atlanta last year. Like, who on our schedule that you think we can't beat Carolina? Division games is tough. You think we can't contend in the division? Like, who on our schedule that outside of the obvious Super Bowl champs and the Super Bowl contenders that you think, oh my God, what we gonna do? I don't see it. So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. It's your boy Kama. It's Salute.